Okay, we're set.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? I can't hear myself. I don't think it's working.
If I could have everybody who thinks they're doing a good job just do better because you're not, okay?
You guys sing harmony on this part.
No, I don't think it works. It's not projecting right.
Cue the oboe.
Yeah, just sing it.
I think if I was gonna eat somebody, I'd start with a thigh.
No.
Thigh's always meaty.
We're gonna stick English, okay?
It's the best on a chicken. I feel like it's probably the best on a person. Could be. Put a little sriracha on it.
Oh, yeah, almost.
Hello? Hello?
Start of game has been activated. We're set.
Cookie, we found your pants.
Well, hello! It's about time. No, what should I do with this barrel?
Right, so you want like a beat?
Does anyone know how to fix the copier? Also, I'm covered in blood.
Hey, checking. Microphone. Test.
If we could silence all chewing on set, we are picking up some slight chewing. It sounds like a bubble gum or a gummy candy of some sort. Silence all chewing, please.
Hello, I'm on the microphone. Is this too close?
Did anybody else see what happened in the copy machine room? Because there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and could we get a silent trumpet fanfare for the King of Space? There are no sounds in space.
Piddle paddle.
That's right. Hey guys, what you playing?
Piddle paddle.
Piddle paddle? Can I play?
Sure, just roll the dice.
Cookie Masterson here, and don't worry if you hear this noise. It's just my butthole. I can honestly tell you four that my day is about to get a lot more amusing. Handle those screws carefully. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Oopsie Daddy male pregnancy tests. When you need to know quick whether you're going to be a daddy or not, trust Oopsie Daddy. Just pee and wait.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Get ready, time for question. One.
First on the docket, that's one smooth infestation. Say you wanted to dress up a bunch of rats as members of the Rat Pack. What adorable rat accessory would you not need to purchase? A tiny glass of scotch for a rat Dean Martin? A tiny cigarette for a rat Joey Bishop? A tiny pipe for a rat Bob Hope? Or a tiny bow tie for a rat Sammy Davis Jr.? Time's almost up. Player 1. Wait for it. Wait for it. Players 3 and 4. Rat Sammy hates ya, baby. Player 2. Bob Hope was not a member of the Rat Pack, so you would not need to buy any tiny rat accessories for him. But if you ever need a rat to entertain the rat troops or host the Rat Academy Awards, Rat Bob Hope is definitely your guy. And now, beloved childhood character obesity. Remember that old cartoon Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids? Yeah? No? Either way, I'm gonna ask a question about it. What might you hear Fat Albert say while consuming a tub of lard? Hey, 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 this is some good cow fat. Hey, 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 this is some tasty pig fat. Hey, 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 this is some delicious sheep fat. Or, hey, 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 this is some scrumptious chicken fat. Watch your time. Players 1 and 3. Ooh, ouch. Player 2. Lard is made from rendered pork fat. By far the saddest time Fat Albert said, hey, 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 is when his doctor told him they'd have to amputate his foot due to his diabetes.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here we have Score Loser, and it's time to chalk up one dis or dat. Player 3. Your score's looking a little thin. You take this one and try and fatten it up. I'm gonna read off 7 games, and for each one, you tell me if you win by getting the highest score, or you win by getting the lowest score. If it's high score, press the square button. If it's low score, press the circle button. Now, the rest of you should listen carefully. Pick your answers before Player 3 does, because if Player 3 gets it wrong, everyone who gets it right will split that cash. Okay, we're off. Monopoly. Yahtzee. Golf. Uno. Hungry Hippos. Hearts. You don't know Jack? You realize we're not playing Uno, right? To me, games aren't about scoring high or scoring low, but finding something to do with your family that limits the amount of conversation. I call this one Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
The name of a Spider-Man villain from the 70s. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert... Player 3, who gets you screwed? My oh my, Player 4, you're getting screwed. You've got 5 seconds to make a choice. Over the years, Spider-Man has actually had 2 villains named the Kangaroo. Both of them mostly just good at jumping. Although, I think Uranus would make a much better Spider-Man villain. Giant ice planets with no breathable air are a spider's natural enemy. Sorry, Player 3, the screw had other plans. Take a good look at... Warning! Only 0.000034 kilobytes remaining. Oh, my computer is so slow these days. It's bogged down with too much, data. I have to get some of this data off my computer. I guess I'll need to buy some cloud storage for all this data. Because it's the biggest, which cloud storage option is most likely to be able to fit all my data? Cirrus Cloud Storage, Stratus Cloud Storage, Cumulonimbus Cloud Storage, or Stratocumulus Cloud Storage? Player 4? No. Players 1, 2, and 3? Cumulonimbus clouds are those giant clouds that can extend from fairly low to very high in the atmosphere. Hopefully that will provide me with enough storage space. I have a lot of German data on my computer. A lot of German data. That's the end of round 1, and it looks like player 2 has the lead. Think that might change soon? Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And remember, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. Okay then, here we go. Next, the best Blink-182 question we've ever done. What should Blink-182 change its name to if it wanted to represent the number of times, on average, an adult blinks in a minute? Blink 10, Blink 25, Blink 70, or Blink 181? Player 2? Can't do anything right, can you? Players 1, 3, and 4? You may be over-lubricating your eyes. One right answer coming up. Under normal circumstances, the average adult blinks about 10, maybe 15 times a minute. But don't blink too fast, or you might miss Blink-182's rise and fall from cultural legitimacy.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Pucker up for... Are you there, God? It's me, Jimmy Fallon. Imagine, in order to appeal to younger viewers, Christian network TBN airs a Late Night with Seth Meyers knockoff called Late Night with Seth from the Bible. What would you hear on the show? This show is live from my father Noah's Ark. Please welcome my murderous brother Cain. So, my sister Mary Magdalene has been in the news, or give it up for my band leader and mother, Jezebel. Player 3? Players 1 and 4? I'm not sure you've been awake during this game. Player 2? Seth is the son of Adam and Eve and the younger brother of Cain and Abel. God gave Adam Seth as a replacement for Abel after Cain killed him. Of course, in biblical times, you had to be careful flirting with your talk show guests because you were probably related to them.
Follow me down to the sea.
Let's try getting my YouTubes tied. And you'll be treated like an instant star for a right answer.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
Put these famous viral YouTube videos in order of shortest to longest. David after dentist, double rainbow, dramatic chipmunk. David double dramatic, dramatic David double, double dramatic David, or dramatic double David. Player 3? Huh? Players 1, 2, and 4? Sing that one song, Chocolate Pain. It was begging to be picked. The viral video of the dramatic chipmunk is 5 seconds long, David after dentist is 1 minute and 58 seconds long, and the double rainbow video is 3 minutes and 29 seconds long. I try not to watch any video that's over 10 seconds long because I have the attention span. Oh my god, look at that monkey drinking its own pee! Coming up next, lime and punishment. Oh, my breath is awful. Luckily, I've got a bunch of loose Tic Tacs in this drawer here. At least I think these are all Tic Tacs. Which of these Tic Tacs should I probably not eat? The orange Tic Tac, the blue Tic Tac, the brown Tic Tac, or the red Tic Tac? Player 3? Tic Tac, no. Players 1, 2, and 4? Yeah, they don't make brown Tic Tacs. Yep. Yep, that's a rat turd. And on its way, Flow Me to the Moon. Let's say an astronaut on Mars is experiencing her time of the month. If she stays there for an entire Martian year, how many more times of the month will she experience? 22 times of the month, 12 times of the month, 2 times of the month, or she won't have another time of the month. Watch the clock. Player 2. Oh, the humanity! Player 4. Good effort. Good effort. Were you thinking of this one? A Martian year lasts approximately 687 Earth days, which would mean the astronaut would get her period about 22 times. Truly making it the red planet. Players 1 and 3? No, but that could mean she's pregnant. But guys, you can find out with a male pregnancy test from Oopsie Daddy, because men should be involved in some other part of the process, right? Today's wrong answer of the game brings you an extra $8,000. Surprise. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match. Okay, if that's how you want it, here's the clue. You say hotel, I say motel. And where will you be staying this evening? Good luck. Has it! Player 2, you ended up with a pretty good win. Maybe you should carry its picture around in your wallet. You can show it off to strangers and brag about it saying, "You don't know Jack!" Hi, I'm Cookie, and if one more person adjusts the thermostat in here without my permission, I will destroy everything they have ever loved. Got that? I'm hoping that out of the 4 of you, someone knows how to mix a proper martini. And there's your hardware. If you think an opponent doesn't know the answer, hit your screw button, and you'll force them to answer immediately. If they miss it, you win big. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Is it a dog? Just answer yes or no to the various photos based on whether or not you think it's a dog or not. Then you'll win the game. How fun is that? Very.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, no turning back.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Right off the bat, high fructose fun syrup. Which of these food products does not contain corn syrup? Kellogg's Corn Pop Cereal, Brock's Candy Corn, State Fair Classic Corn Dogs, or Cracker Jack Caramel-Coated Popcorn and Peanuts? Player 3, the time is... Players 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, but most frozen corn dogs have corn syrup in them too. Makes them more fattening, which is a huge selling point amongst frozen corn dog eaters. Player 1. The sweetness in Kellogg's Corn Pops comes merely from sugar and the love they put in. I like foods with as much corn as possible. That's why I'm pleased to announce my very own new product, Cookie Masterson's genetically modified corn-covered corn nubbins. Oh, I'm eating one now. Oh, the cream corn and corn nuts go so well together. Get some today.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it's all.
Up next, Fly Me to the Clune. And this dis or dat is hurtling through the cosmos. Player 4. You're in last place, so I choose you to play this dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 titles, and for each one you tell me if it's a scientific publication by Galileo Galilei or a George Clooney movie. If it's Galileo, press the square button. If it's Clooney, press the circle button. The rest of you ought to pay attention. Lock in your answers before Player 4 does, because if Player 4 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split that cash. All right, let's get started. Solaris. Gravity. The Starry Messenger. The Assayer. From Dusk Till Dawn. Discourse on Floating Bodies. Confessions of a Dangerous... Oh, brother, where art your brain? You know, sometimes when I look up in the night sky into the deep expanse of space, I can't help but wonder, why wasn't Monuments Men a better movie? Just one of the mysteries of the universe, I suppose.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's a good one. You know what they say about the size of a man's fret? Considering the respective sizes of their instruments, which of these male musicians is the least likely to be accused of compensating for something? A clarinet player, a piccolo player, an oboe player, or a bassoon player? Player 1. What a pity. Player 3. Oh no, they're definitely compensating for something. Big time. Players 2 and 4. The piccolo is actually a half-sized flute and the smallest of these instruments. So the piccolo player seems the least likely to be compensating for the size of their, other instrument. And as long as I've already gone through the trouble of setting up this premise, I would just like you to know, I play a kazoo. Open wide for Alt-Shift Medicine. I've been getting into Eastern medicine lately because I hate taking lots of pills, but this is kind of weird. My specialist gave me a fortune cookie.
Cookie, fortune cookie, fortune master.
Not that I'm complaining. I love cookies. Let's see what my fortune says. Prescription. 1 cookie AC. Now, weird. It's a prescription. I'm not great with medical abbreviations, though. When was I supposed to eat my cookie? First thing in the morning, before a meal, after a meal, or at bedtime? Player 2, I think you know it's coming. Players 1 and 4. Player 3, AC is a common medical abbreviation used on prescriptions and means before meal. Uh-oh, I already ate dinner today. That means I took this fortune cookie at the wrong time. I just hope there's no side effect. Nothing so far. Guess it didn't make a difference after all. Do you smell burning plastic? May I introduce... Till the closing credits do us part. If it followed the processional order of a traditional Christian wedding, what movie would probably have come out immediately after Bridesmaids, assuming the maid of honor is a bridesmaid? A raunchy comedy called Groomsmen? A gross-out comedy called Ring Bearer? A racy comedy called Father of the Bride? Or an R-rated comedy called The Bride? Time is short. Player 2. In a traditional Christian wedding, the bridesmaids come out, including the maid of honor last. Then the ring bearer immediately follows, then the flower girl, then the bride. The best part of the ring bearer movie is when the ring bearer comes down the aisle and steps in a huge crap left by Melissa McCarthy. Player 3. This is gonna hurt. Players 1 and 4. Don't soil the memory of that wholesome movie by calling it racy. Round 1 is complete, and player 4 is out front, but that's not saying much. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. And lest you forget, our wrong answer to the game is still out there waiting to be picked. Now get out there and make me proud. Here's one I like to call Animation Dumb-ination. Which member of the Griffin family from Family Guy most likely got a recent APGAR score? Stewie, Peter, Player 1, who's gonna get it? You just got screwed, Player 4. 5 seconds to pick an answer. The APGAR scale is a detailed test used to assess the overall health of newborn babies, something that Stewie Griffin, a baby, experienced the most recently. And based on the shape of his head, he should have gotten an F-. Well, Player 1, looks like your plan backfired.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
How about keep your hellos to yourself? Which one of these pop stars is giving a polite Tibetan greeting? Oh, Player 3, who's getting the... Goodness, Player 1, you're screwed. You got 5 seconds to give me an answer. Player 3, way to work that screw. Time to twist the knife. Player 3. Player 4. Here's what a right answer looks like. In Tibet, some people stick out their tongue as a greeting to show you they don't have a black tongue. If they did, it would mean they are the reincarnation of a cruel 9th century king. Not that anyone would ever suspect Miley Cyrus of being the reincarnation of a cruel 9th century king. Everybody knows she's the reincarnation of Hannah Montana. Duh.
Follow me down to the sea.
Next up, trivia and stuff. Where might the CEO of Linens and Things go to shop for the materials needed to make all the store's linen and things? Flax plants and things, agave seeds and things, sheep wool and things, or silkworms and things? Hello? Player 2. Players 1, 3, and 4. Looks like your score could use some shearing. Allow me. Linen is made from the fiber of the flax plant, and things are made from other things, presumably. So this might be where the CEO goes to shop. Although he would probably make somebody else do the shopping for him. I mean, this is a guy who is too lazy to finish spelling the word and. Why not try low spirits? As some of you may know, our studio is haunted by a ghost named Dennis. Well, I'm proud to announce that today I've promoted Dennis to be a writer.
Ooh, thank you, Mr. Masterson.
It's great because not only is Dennis hilarious, I found out that I'm not legally required to pay a ghost. Which reminds me, Kyle, you're fired.
Again? But you already fired and rehired me twice this week.
Yeah, you're fired again. So Dennis, let's get you a desk and figure out how to get you in the credits at the end of the game. How should the end credits read if Dennis the Ghost writes for our former writer, Kyle Mortensen? Written by Dennis the Ghost, written by Dennis the Ghost and Kyle Mortensen, written by Kyle Mortensen, or written by Anonymous. Not much time left. Player 4. Players 1 and 3. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Player 2. A ghostwriter is employed to write for someone but does it under their employer's name. So get ready for a lot more questions about rattling chains and moaning and unfinished business, trapping oneself in this mortal realm, blah blah blah.
Ooh, I also have some ideas for questions about Breaking Bad. Ooh.
No good. Here's one for you. Flash 'em if you got 'em. What would you expect to see in a spring break video called Girls Gone Call of the Wild? Girls exposing themselves as they harpoon a whale, girls lifting their shirts as they fight in the Spanish Revolution, girls flashing their breasts as they pan for Klondike Gold, or naked girls committing cannibalism in the Andes. Time's a-wasting. Player 4, sucks to be you. Players 1 and 3, hate to disappoint you, but wait, no I don't. Let me show you something. The novel Call of the Wild follows a sled dog and his owners during the Klondike Gold Rush. But there's no nudity in the actual book Call of the Wild unless you count the doodles I made in the margins. Welcome to the attack. When you see... Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry. Here you go. Don't forget my advice. When it comes to do's and don'ts, let's focus on the don'ts. 2! Well, player 2, that was cutting it a little thin, don't you think? Wouldn't you have been more comfortable with a win that was thick and meaty and dripping with juices? Yeah, that's not a win, that's a steak. With a side of...